Hi, my name is Adam Flint. I'm the Southern Tier SolarWorks Program Manager at the Binghamton Regional Sustainability Coalition. I spend my life talking to people about how solar is an accessible option for powering their lives. Oftentimes people have a misunderstanding about what stands in the way of making our society one that's powered by the sun. They think the technology is the problem. It's not. So today I'm going to talk with you a little bit about what the real barriers are, why technology isn't the biggest one, and what we can do right here in our community to become really clean and prosperous and resilient society. So one of the things that we can look at when we're looking at what are the biggest barriers are what countries are leading the world in solar technology, and is that holding them back? That takes you right to Germany. Why Germany? Well, Germany is, beyond dispute, the leader in solar power deployment in the globe. They've deployed 3 times as much solar as we have, despite the fact that they're a quarter of our size in population, 4% of our size in land area, and have 20 to 40% less sun. We invented the solar PV cell here. In fact, we invented a number of clean energy technologies here. But then when you depart from the German example and you look at wind in the rest of Europe, if you look at solar in Asia and Europe, you see that we've really lagged behind in a big way, and they're not using technology that's any different than what we're using here in lesser amounts. So these examples reveal huge differences in clean energy adoption that have nothing to do with technology at all. So what are the real things that are standing in our way? What motivates people to adopt clean energy measures in the first place? Well, a lot of these are the same kinds of things that motivate people to buy a cell phone before there were cell phones, or buy a method of recording video before that existed. People want cost savings, of course, but there's a lot more to it than that. They want, with energy, predictability. With solar, once you have a solar array powering your building, you know what your electricity cost is going to be for decades. For other people, they want to be the first on their block, right? They want to be the leader, the innovator. Others are followers. They see something cool and they really want to join the club. For some people, it's about energy independence, and unlike some things, solar is real energy independence because there is no fuel to pay for once you've deployed an array. And for some people, that could be combined with having a certain amount of animosity towards their utility. Then there's a whole series of what you might call values-based motivations. People want to save the planet. They want to boost their economy by making it green. They care about future generations. And last but not least, there's health and safety concerns. So any good policy, any good program that's going to make us go solar is going to have to take into account those motivations. So the 3 key barriers can be summed up as cost, trust, information, and administration barriers, right? So obviously, we can have all the will in the world and all the desire in the world to do a thing, but if we can't afford it, we're not going to do it, right? So we need to have incentives that guarantee savings. Now, solar won't need incentives forever. In fact, most people believe within 5 or 10 years, it just won't be necessary because the costs are coming down rapidly. But right now, that's not true. The other thing is that the cost savings to be realized with solar or energy efficiency or other measures are over time. So you need to have financing with little or no upfront cost and low interest rates. As far as trust is concerned, people have had often bad experiences with contractors. They like to have solar installers that have been independently certified and quality control that's also independent. Importantly, when you look back at the motivations, people often look to other people they know and respect in terms of how they might behave. Right? So trusted champions that can lead by example and spread the word and create opportunities for others in their communities are very important. Then lastly, we have busy lives. We've got other things to do than worry about our energy footprint. So having accessible and accurate information from trusted sources so we know that what we're hearing is correct, and programs that are streamlined to make this process simple and fast are also important. So why focus on energy champions? Well, think about all the different aspects here: cost, incentives, programs, and policies. A lot of these things are decisions that are made in Albany or in Washington. We can have some impact on those. But the difference between a community that really takes the full advantage of good clean energy policies, which we have right now in New York State, and the one that doesn't is often a question of leadership. So if we have clean energy champions, we have a lot of different advantages. Who can be a clean energy champion? Really anybody who has the trust and esteem of a network of people in their community who listen to what they say and take it seriously. They can be elected officials, educators, college and university presidents, clergy, business and community leaders. These are people who are connected, they become informed, they are resourced, not necessarily with money, but they've got an audience. For clean energy ambassadors or champions to be effective, there's a number of different things that they can do. Leading by example is always a very good thing to do. Make your home and or your workplace a clean energy showcase. Use your bully pulpit to spread the word wherever you can. Influence other leaders to follow your example so you multiply the influence that you have. If you are, for example, an employer, bring a program to work so people don't have to go anywhere to learn about clean energy opportunities. And of course, you can't always influence policymaking favorable to clean energy. So clean energy leadership as part of a socioeconomic package of policies and programs is a critical difference between those communities who will make the transition, as we all must, to a clean energy economy smoothly and with profit, and those that lag behind. Thank you.